an earlier clip, I mentioned how strategic investors need to use a lens which is very different from what financial investors use while taking investment decisions in the startup space. In another clip, I discussed how financial investors take their investment decisions. Here, let me talk about strategic investors and why their lens needs to be different. For a financial investor, it is a choice between investing or not investing. It is a choice between investing or leaving money in the bank. But a strategic investor is different. He's got a running business. And when he is looking at a strategic investment, he needs to look at synergies with his own business. The decision making options are therefore very different. It's not money in the bank versus making that investment. If there is a startup which is working on an interesting technology, then for a strategic investment, the choice is between developing that technology in-house versus investing in that startup. So the moment the decision-making options are different, it's quite understandable that the criteria used, the lens to be used, they turn out to be drastically different. Let's look at one more difference between a strategic investor and a financial investor. A financial investor is looking at an exit and a multiple at the stage of exit. A strategic investor is looking at it as, will that startup be meaningful for my own business? And accordingly, at some future stage, that startup might get integrated into the business. So there is no question of an exit out there. So unless strategic investors keep in mind these kinds of issues, they might end up taking decisions purely based on whether financial investors have invested in a business, and they may end up missing out on a lot of interesting deals.